We are live from Crusaders headquarters. Today we are revisiting some of the rejected experiment that took place in what was supposed to be Antarctica, but we debunked that real quick. So joining us today, we got Red in PA. This will be a good one. Can't wait. Did he do that glitch at 33 minutes so people can see? We're going to check it out again. Yeah, put up vids on it so he can debunk it. I don't know. These demons sometimes smart, but definitely devious. That's a great comment. The Flat Earth Warriors, they are demons and smart and definitely devious. So glad to see that you are back on debunking TFE. They aren't done with this psyop. Their anti-Bible Hollywood mockumentary will probably come out soon. And also, they have more psyops coming. And greetings to Much Joy. And look at this. We're getting our first members. This is amazing. So that's what's new with the channel. I've set up a membership and set a lot of my previous videos, and a lot of the upcoming videos will be members only. I needed to do something different with the channel. So Timber Traveler is one of the first members. So God bless you, Timber Traveler. I appreciate it, and you won't regret it. And Morella Angel. God bless you, Morella. It's been an amazing crusader for many years. It's making it official by becoming a member. You won't regret it. God bless you, and I thank you very much. The very first members to the channel. Thank you. Robert Nico says, God bless you all. Yeah, so much is being exposed. Joseph Aquaviva, make sure you're subscribed to Mr. Joseph Aquaviva 2222 says much love. Good to see you, brother. And Jackie K, what is this? This is your third channel. So Jackie has had one channel suspended, came back as Christian, got that channel suspended, and now we got It's Jackie K. 2 YouTube suspensions in a week. Never happened before. So let us know what you're doing and posting while you're getting suspended, Jackie, because I've been tiptoeing from getting these strikes and suspensions for a few years now. Michael Kahn says, hey, bro, and chat. It's good to see you, Michael. So this is the video that was posted. It is the flat Earth South Pole is where, and it was a live stream from Dave 3 weeks ago now. And at the 33rd minute,
TFE took a load of photos of the landscape and to create this AI, this CGI render of the landscape and the 24-hour sun. We then went to Antarctica and filmed ourselves in Antarctica, and then they overlaid the Unreal Engine footage onto the recordings, to which I just said to him, okay, so that would mean that the recordings on this camera have the sun setting. To which he said, yes, it would. Until I... Are you going to play? There we go. So can I get this full
yes, it
screen?
does, Michael.
There we go. Oh, work. There we go. And
oh, sorry, guys. Accidentally clicked the wrong button. So this is it. Dave is holding a 360 camera, and he's going over footage from what they're trying to pass off as Antarctica and a 24-hour sun. While he's doing this, you see the camera. Well, it's not the camera glitching out because the camera is fine, because as you can see, it still has the logos and the timestamps on it. It's still got the pause logo there clear. So it's the footage underneath that's displaying what you can see is clearly curved lines from distortion or glitching from it's so funny because everything that led up to this in the months of us debunking TFE, we said exactly that they were in a studio curved around like the volume, like similar to what they use for the Mandalorian, all these new Hollywood studios now. And here it is. Is this not revealing or what? And the fact that it happened at the 33rd minute, is this coded? Is this Dave doing this on purpose at the 33rd minute? Or is this divine intervention showing us that what we have been suspicious about with this whole experiment, that it's been true? This should not happen. It's never happened on any of my video footage because I've never been inside a volume studio. So Jesus lived a perfect 33 years. So there's your 33. Dave McKeegan, yeah, Michael says he's looking rougher by the day. Deception is a very toll-taken mission, whatever you want to call it. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how someone can keep up a lie. And I see the same thing happening with Will Duffy, is looking a bit haggard and stressed out trying to keep up this lie. And we're giving it to them, that's for sure. Thank you, Love Butterflies. Says, hey Nico, can't wait to watch this video. I hope you are well. So again, let me get a closer zoom in. You can see a purple line up here. That's looks like a separation between a roofing system, clearly LED screens getting some kind of feedback, interference with the 360 cam, and it's given us a display of what they're really inside of and where they are. Oh, Dave. So we've gone over this before with Dave McKeegan. Let's see. So another one of the rituals that
The custom of
took
removing
place.
shoes on entering a sacred building dates to extreme antiquity. It is a token of reverence and humility. It is known as the rite of discalciation, and in the language of symbolism signifies that the place that is approached in reverence and humility is consecrated to some holy purpose.
Awesome video. From the truth, the music, everything, the suspense. You did a great job revealing the left boot ritual from Dave McKeegan there. So, as we saw in that video, a apprentice Dave McKeegan performing the Freemasonic left boot ritual. So when put into the gematria calculator, look what apprentice Dave McKeegan equals. So as you can see here, apprentice Dave McKeegan equals 1044. This is a number I've already got laid out. I'm working on display cards or meme boards, whatever, for these numbers, but New World Order equals 1044. Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel equal 1044. Angel of Desolation is 1044. Biblical World Flood, 1044. Yesterday was the death of Edmund P. Jordan, 1044. International Space Station, 1044. Number of the Beast, 1044. Satanic Cult, 1044. This weekend is the Chinese Grand Prix, 1044. So Eddie Jordan's first ever win was August 30th, 1998, 1044. Akhenaten is Lucifer. So now we got apprentice Dave McKeegan also equals the number of the beast. And the New World Order, Satanic Cult, and also International Space Station. So all of these have been in the news this week. We are at the Chinese Grand Prix. So there's a massive ritual happening here with this Grand Prix. Let me just quickly see. I've been working on a decode with this fella here, Lewis Hamilton. So for all the F1 fans, I want to quickly let you know that, yes, Lewis Hamilton won his first race for Ferrari last night in China for at the Chinese Grand Prix. So he finished first, his first race in the sprint. Michael Schumacher, his last win for Ferrari or in F1, his last ever win was at the Chinese Grand Prix. So there's some serious connections coming about here with Eddie Jordan's death happening, who gave the Schumachers, both Michael and his brother Ralph, their debuts in F1 in the Jordan team. And he was 76, Eddie Jordan, when he died the other day. George Foreman is now in the news again, dying at 76. I swear George Foreman died years ago, but Mandela effect, right? So Lewis Hamilton, Chinese Grand Prix, his first win for Ferrari, and his was Schumacher's last win. Dave McKeegan, Antarctica equals 1086. So this is all part of the Antarctica ritual. Dave McKeegan, his name, and Antarctica, 1086. The beast system, 1086. So here's the 1086 decodes here. So Dave McKeegan, I've just started doing these decodes. So I've got a couple, and they're all fitting in to beast system, satanic cult. So we already knew that already with these characters. Dave McKeegan, Whitsit, Jaren, Mactoon, right? So I'll be coming back with a whole bunch more, doing all the decodes for all the deceivers involved, and you'll see that all of their numbers and numerology will tie in to all of this. The beast system numbering, New World Order, Satanic Cult, apprentice Dave McKeegan. Hey, PJ. PJ is here, everyone. It's good to see you, brother. Yes, Fake Flip from Brazil says, bunch of psychos. So yeah, these people are all tied in with the satanic cult, all the same as the same Jesuits that came off of that was stuck in space or whatever. I just can't believe the nonsense that's happening. The boot ritual thing, would that also include the Red Shoes Club? Well, I don't think they would dare be seen in red shoes, because that would be one big giveaway. Those women who played the witches and Wicked looked awful after the production. I'll bet these actonauts look so aged for the same reason. Yeah, I think you're talking about that actress there. She just looks terrible now. That's because they're all Baphomets, right? Sorry, I had some more decodes. Just quickly scanning the phone before I sign off quickly, but definitely had some alarming decodes revealing Masonic rituals, rebellion against God, because anyone that took part in this TFE is part of the rebellion against God. And clearly, with videos from great channels like Flat Earth Warriors and True Christian that reveal that all these characters are on record, have been documented, blaspheming the Lord. They do not like Jesus or love God. They're anti-Jesus, anti-God. Absolutely, yes. So there's a few more things going on that's all tying into the exact same deception that's about to be played, the final deception. There is stuff going around regarding the pyramids and all these discoveries. It's like, I don't know how anyone is keeping up with all this nonsense, but yeah, astronauts stuck in space for 9 months, pyramids, all this weird discoveries. So the pyramids are the fallen angels. So fallen angel pyramid, because that's who they belong to. It's 1050. I just want to bring up quickly one of these images of this pyramid discovery. So I'm going to have to come back later with some stuff on this, with what's beneath it. Some underground city has been discovered. Like, we didn't already know that, right? But there's your 1050 fallen angel pyramid. The cylinders under the pyramids, yes. So do not fall into it. I showed you yesterday how Eddie Bravo made a post on his channel called Jesus, King of Tartaria. Complete blasphemy. So clearly, Eddie was on the channel watching all my Tartaria posts that for the past week regarding the Great Flood and how we're post-flood, not post-millennial reign. And all of a sudden, everyone's jumping on the post-millennial reign train, right? So there's some big deceptions coming up. I don't know what they're doing with this cylinders under the pyramids, but fallen angel pyramid. Don't listen to their structures or stories of aliens or Tartarian civilization. It's all crap. Yeah, Michael Kahn says, I'm sick of this preterism crap. It's getting out of hand. This is the next psyop, is that we are post-millennial reign. That's why I have to go extremely hard with destroying Tartaria, making sure everyone understands it is a psyop. It is to cover up the fallen angel world before the flood. This is why we have their statues everywhere. Actually, I did have that up on the speaking of fallen angels, let's get to what my discussion was the other day or last night. I got to tell you who we are up against, and this is what they're hiding. There is no way Jesus came and ruled for 1,000 years. So this is what all the Alex Jones people and Dave, everyone, they're going to be pushing. So I said, show me the fallen angels in the Bible. So Lucifer's rebellion, Satan and his angels. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not muted. Everything's good. So we've got the Watchers and the Nephilim. So all the verses are there in the Bible that speak of angels and the fallen ones, right? So Isaiah 14:12, Revelation 12. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So that's Revelation. They're spoken about in Genesis, in the beginning and the end, right? The angels have been the ones we need to be careful of. It's told about, and it's very specific. It tells you the fate of the fallen angels. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So these passages indicate that some fallen angels are already bound in chains, while others, like Satan and his demons, are still active, deceiving humanity until their final judgment. So now I said, show me all the ranks of angels. So we need to know what we are up against. It's not just angels, fallen angels, Satan, Lucifer, the devil. There's specific ranks. So now I'm going to share with you the rankings of the angels in heaven, starting from the ones closest to God. So all of the fallen angels, obviously they did survive after the flood. Goliath and David, example, where did they hide? Underground? Well, they obviously prepared some sort of manna to, all being revealed. So the more we look into it and uncover and go through the Bible, the more it will come to us. I'm telling you, this year we will get that answer. That's right, Nico. It is a psyop to soon be revealed the truth. And that's why they're pushing, because they know now, because the stuff that I've been sharing, the alarm's been set. They're like, wow, the Crusaders of the Resistance have done it again. They've uncovered the truth and the date of the Great Flood. We need to start pushing this post-millennial reign crap. We're in Satan's little season, right? So anyone that's talking Satan's little season is a deceiver or just a lukewarm Christian. Either way, God doesn't know them. So we are now talking about the fallen angels. We are starting with the highest ranking ones, which are the seraphim, the fiery ones. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. So the role, they worship God continually and proclaim his holiness. Sorry, I have images of these angels. I just want to quickly make sure I can bring them up because it's described all right here. The 6 wings, you heard it right there. So it's God's word describing it. This is how we get the images of all the ranks. So we started with seraphim. I could see the 6 wings there, the eye of the seraphim. And next, I'm guessing we're going to have the cherubim. The cherubim, guardians of God's throne. So Genesis 3, Ezekiel 10, and Exodus 25 speak of them. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. So it is the cherubims that are guarding the Garden of Eden, which is where? In the North Pole. So they serve as guardians of sacred places such as the Garden of Eden and God's throne. They are also depicted on the Ark of the Covenant. This right here is a cherubim. They are the guardians of Eden and God's throne. Now we have thrones, orphanum, wheels of fire, referenced in Ezekiel 1:15 and Colossians 1:16. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber. So they are described as fiery wheels that move in perfect harmony with God's will, possibly representing his divine justice and power. There's the wheels of the thrones. Just missing a bit more fire because the Bible verse there says fiery wheels. So the middle ranks of angels, heavenly governors, we got dominions. For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. So they regulate the duties of other angels and ensure the universe remains in order under God's rule. Virtues, far above all principality and power and might and dominion, and every name that is named, not only in this world, but also in that which is to come. So they are responsible for miracles and strengthening believers. Powers, they are the warrior angels, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So they wage war against demonic forces and protect the cosmic order. But obviously, this verse says that these angels fell, and now we wrestle against them. We are at war with principalities and powers. So here are the lowest ranks of angels. Principalities, they are rulers over nations. And I have been showing you statues in every nation on this earth of principalities. We found hidden ones inside of buildings. We found old pictures of supposed construction pictures of state capitals with principalities outside the building, and then the modern day image shows that it's gone. So they either moved it somewhere else, hid it inside the building. The Connecticut state capitol has a massive principality angel statue inside of it. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and do a specific video just for angels and document every single statue where they are in the world. So the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. So they oversee nations and guide their leaders according to God's will. So this is what the AI is telling us. Their supposed duty is, but obviously they fell. And now they're going up against us. And then we have archangels. They are high-ranking angels, yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee. Michael the warrior angel. So they lead other angels in battle and deliver important messages. So there's the summary, highest rank. There's the middle rank, there's powers, and there's principalities. So principalities and powers are ranks of angels. Sorry, are you guys hearing this? I don't think you're listening. Sorry. Yeah.
Indicates that some of these powers fell and now oppose God, which is why Ephesians 6:12 speaks of battling powers in spiritual warfare. Such as are principalities and powers good or evil? Faithful principalities and powers. These angels still serve God, overseeing nations and enforcing divine order. Fallen principalities and powers. Some of these angels joined Satan's rebellion and now rule over dark spiritual forces, influencing world governments and resisting God's plans. Yes, principalities and powers are ranks of angels. Some remain loyal to God, while others have become demonic rulers fighting against him.
So quickly in summary, we are confirming that the mention of principalities and powers in the Holy Bible, especially Ephesians 6:12, where it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers," right here. This is why I'm trying to tell everyone and wrestle against them, because we're being pushed with this deception of Satan's little season. This means that Jesus has already come, returned, ruled for 1,000 years, and left us. There is no evidence of that. I only have found evidence of post-flooded world where the fallen angels, the principalities and powers ruled as gods over all the nations, enslaving humanity. There's no evidence of a millennial reign of Jesus, just evidence of a millennial reign plus 600 years of fallen angel ruling, right? As it says in Genesis and in the book of Enoch. So I know people are saying don't count out millennial reign and Satan's little season, but to count out uh tribulation and the great day of judgment and just skip all that and go to Satan's little season, that means you're taking your eyes, your heart, your soul off of Jesus, because he's already come and gone and left us. So that's dangerous, dangerous. So let me quickly go on. So I'm like, let's talk about the fallen ones. The Bible says we wrestle against principalities and powers, angels.
Yes, the Bible makes it clear that our spiritual battle is against fallen angels, principalities, powers, and other ranks that rebelled against God. 1. The fallen angelic hierarchy. Ephesians 6:12 describes the structure of Satan's kingdom. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:12. KJV. This passage identifies 4 levels of fallen angels. 1. Principalities, high-ranking fallen angels that rule over nations and territories. 2. Powers, enforcers of Satan's kingdom, carrying out his commands. 3. Rulers of darkness, demonic beings controlling worldly systems and influencing leaders. 4. Spiritual wickedness in high places, possibly referring to those in the second heaven, the spiritual realm, influencing the world through deception and occult practices. These fallen beings oppose God's people and influence human affairs through deception, corruption, and oppression. 2. When and how did angels fall? The Bible mentions 2 major events where angels fell from their original positions. A. Satan's rebellion, Isaiah 14, Ezekiel 28, Revelation 12, Isaiah 14's 12 to 15. Lucifer, Satan, sought to exalt himself above God and was cast down. Revelation 12, verse 4, 7 to 9. A third of the angels followed him and were cast out of heaven, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. Revelation 12, 4. These fallen angels now serve Satan in his war against God. B. The sons of God in the Nephilim, Genesis 6, 2 Peter 2, 4, Jude 1, 6, Genesis 6, 1 to 4. Certain fallen angels called the sons of God took human women as wives and produced Nephilim, giants. Jude 1 verse 6. These angels abandoned their place in heaven and are now bound in chains. 2 Peter 2 verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness, some fallen angels are imprisoned while others still roam and influence the world. Their mission: deception, destruction, and control. Fallen angels operate through demonic possession, Mark 5, 1-13, false religions and doctrines, 1 Timothy 4, 1, control over governments and leaders, Daniel 13, leading humanity to worship the beast, AI, the New World Order, etc., Revelation 13. They are setting up the world for the Antichrist's rule, deceiving people into accepting AI, transhumanism, and the mark of the beast. For our spiritual warfare against them, prayer and fasting, Matthew 17, verse 21. Some demons only leave through these methods. Armor of God, Ephesians 6, verse 13-18. We need truth, faith, righteousness, and the word of God. Authority in Jesus, Luke 10:19. Christ has given us power over the enemy. Spiritual discernment, 1 John 4, 1. Testing spirits to know if they are from God. Conclusion. The final judgment of the fallen angels, Revelation 20:10. Satan and his fallen angels will be cast into the lake of fire. 1 Corinthians 6:3. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? Faithful believers will judge the fallen ones. These fallen angels are working now to deceive the world, but their time is short. The resistance against AI and the beast system is part of our spiritual battle against them.
Okay, I'm going to stop there. I don't want to get too much into the fallen angels. So I just wanted to keep this video short regarding the footage. The slip up by Dave McKeegan there. So quickly again, does this more evidence of studios and LED screens being used? So Stacy Hare says, did you see the video of Whitsitt fighting with his wife on Christmas Eve? She posted it. It's not right. Christmas Eve. So is this a video that was taken and then posted just recently from that date, or has it been out this whole time? I haven't seen it or heard about it. I might have heard some stuff, but I haven't seen anything. Yeah, so I just say they could have altered the Bible. There's proof of that. Why everything else, but not the Bible? Sorry, but I have super open mind. It's because in Revelation, God says it cannot be changed right at the very end. So anyone that dares tamper with the Bible is messing around, messing with the worst sin you could possibly can mess with. Can you see this? Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm just too many screens, too much audio windows, this window, that window. So check it out quickly. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. So it's not to be changed. I know some might think, oh, well, that's not that big of a sin. You could get someone that's already lost their soul to change the book, and, but yeah, I think there's a lot more to it than that. So yeah, Autodidactic Girl says they can't change the underlying message, only twist the meaning of the words, or just write their own versions. Which is why there's so many different versions of the Bible. So one has to be the unchanged version, while they push all these other versions, which are clearly changed with all kinds of words, and it just changes the whole meaning. It's very dangerous. Yep, just like the NIV took the word blood from so many scriptures. Yeah, thank you, CK, for popping in. I'm pretty much done. I don't want to give too much away on the fallen angels. I'm going to save that for another video and really go into depth and start showing all their statues and who we wrestle against, because I got to start going up against the preterists, which are pushing Jesus's come and gone. So if Jesus reigned for 1,000 years, why are there statues of principalities all over the place, all over the world, in every nation? Why the secrecy? What are they hiding? Why are principality statues in all capital state buildings, not just in America, even in Asia, Japan, China, South America, Cuba, Argentina, Europe, North America, Africa? Yeah, can someone link the Witsit video? I'm willing to stick around to bring that up and go into it if we can find it quickly. I know I have Witsit here in the thumbnail. Clearly, I edited that in just to show just how easy it is to manipulate images and video. You can do whatever you want. So, but I didn't edit in the glitch in the background. You can see that live on Dave's stream for yourselves at the 33rd minute, and it's linked in the description below. Yeah. Eugene 12 says the written word is scripture. The living word is Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, Isos Christos himself. Like Sheol and hell, no such thing as a burning hell. A burning hell without God. You can't exist without God sustaining you. God isn't going to sustain you in hell. Thank you, Love Butterfly says, fantastic video, very educational and honest. Yeah, there's a lot more to come. I'm just setting up stuff here, but this really was just the short video. It's just pretty much showing the glitch of Dave McKeegan at the 33rd minute and revisiting his left boot Freemasonic apprentice ritual in the volume studio. Yes, Michael Kahn, we should definitely have a discussion about this. I have the Palace of Parliament, Romania, to go over it with you guys too. So this palace was constructed from 1984 to 1997. And guess what? There is absolutely no video footage and no pictures of the construction of this building. So we need to find out what was going on in Romania in the 80s. Like, were they under some kind of sort of serious communist rule? Were they locked in their homes? Because there's no way that this structure, which is the heaviest building in the world, could not have been seen or by the people there. And this is the 80s. I was born in the 80s. So how, with all the cameras and helicopters and planes, did no one see this structure there for so long? I'm going to bring it up quickly. So I've been trying to find images of this structure in the 50s, 1900s. Doesn't even have to be that far. This is it. So here's the only construction picture I could find of Coco. And it's the same as all the other buildings. It's a dig site. They're digging the building out of mud. They just put the framework there, but it's a finished building. It's been there for millennia. So I find that very suspicious and definitely worth looking into how a building, this building, could have been hidden for so long and no one could have seen it. But yet they say it was constructed from 1984 to 1997. And I'm going to say that is absolute BS. This is the largest parliamental building on earth. It is absolutely massive. And they're saying it took 13 years to build. So that's another video for another day. So before I go, I'm checking in with the chat. Yeah, I do have Facebook. I post a lot on there, but I've been changing up a lot of things. Yeah, I did add membership to all my past videos. Like I said, I've been getting really annoyed with YouTube lately, and just the way things are going with the work I'm putting out. Like, I know what I have. I know how huge it is. So I did put memberships on. So you'll be able to watch me live, but after that, I'm probably gonna put a membership on the video again. So yeah, it's gonna be pay to watch now because I'm getting sick of working for free. So that is the change that happened. I think I saw people mentioning it in the comments. I think it was King. So yeah, Michael saying, I don't see the buildings and such as evidence of millennial reign. So we should have a discussion about this, guys. Let's do a live stream. We don't have to show our faces or be on video. So if you're comfortable with just being a voice, we can all come on. I'll bring up all the videos, all the construction pictures. We can seriously get this discussion going because it's the next big topic that all the fake truther channels with all the big reach and views and subs are going to be talking about. I just showed you yesterday with Eddie Bravo and now Alex Jones. They're all talking pyramids and millennial reign, and this is proof that Jesus was here. Like, don't fall for it. So I'd like to have Michael Kahn can come on. Flat Earth Warriors, you could represent, post-millennial reign. You can bring your arguments for why you believe. Well, obviously you told us the Bible could be changed. So I want to see how you can show us things like that. It doesn't have to be a heated argument, just a discussion and see where it goes. But definitely. Yeah, so this structure in Romania, it's called the Palace of Parliament. I'll do another video later on because I'm going to be up late tonight. I'm watching the race in China and it doesn't start till like 3 a.m. So I'll be up late tonight doing either this building. So you guys could send me messages afterwards and we can do a vote if you want to do principalities and powers, fallen angel discussion, or it all ties in with this anyway because they're the ones that created these buildings. So that's going to be the next discussion. Thank you. God bless you, Timber Traveler. I hate what's happening right now, but I didn't want it to end up this way. But with all the censorship and the banning and the lack of any everything going on with my channel, it's starting to become painful. Thanks, Red and PA. So again, this structure, they're claiming they constructed it in 1984. Quickly, let me show you the Wikipedia. Bucharest, Romania. It's got the history here. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the construction date. There it is. Sorry. So the building was designed and supervised by Chief Architect Anca Petrescu with a team of approximately 700 architects and constructed over a period of 13 years, 1984 to 1997. So the Palace of Parliament, Romania. Oh, you're not going to hear it. Sorry.
The Palace of Parliament in Bucharest, Romania, is one of the largest and most extravagant buildings in the world. Here are some key facts about it. Size and weight. It is the heaviest building in the world and the second largest administrative building after the Pentagon. It covers 365,000 square meters, 3,930,000 square feet, and weighs about 4.1 million tons. Construction. Built under the communist dictator Nicolae Ceausescu, construction started in 1984 and is still not fully completed. Opulence. The palace features 1,100 rooms made with Romanian marble, crystal chandeliers, silk carpets, and massive wooden doors. Cost. It cost an estimated $3 billion, making it one of the most expensive buildings ever constructed. Purpose. Today it houses Romania's parliament, a museum, and international conference rooms. Would you like to know anything specific about it?
So yeah, I've already looked into it. I've already spoken to AI, tried to get construction pictures. I wasn't able to give me anything. I did say if it was 19, I'm like, it was 1984. We had TV and video. How can this be? He's like, you're absolutely right. There should be plenty of archived footage and images from the 1980s documenting the construction of the Palace of Parliament. The lack of widely available material, like, there's nothing. How can something that big and that expensive have been constructed or lied about being constructed from those years and not have any evidence of it? And where were the people in Romania? This thing, if I'm saying this thing would have been here the whole time anyway, was it covered in mud? Was it just a hill? Did they, like, I do see mention of communists and stuff, but we're going to have to get back into that later on and look into it. So guys, let's do a discussion. I'm going to be on all night tonight anyway. It's a F1 weekend, so there's lots to go over and discuss. I'd like anyone to help. If you've got time and want to look into the Palace of Parliament, Romania, and if you yourself can try and find some construction pictures or even video, it's 1984. It wasn't finished until 1997. We got nothing. Nothing. Morella says, we were under communism. I can try to find some videos, but are hard to find. Are you from there, Morella? That's what I want. I want to know if there were any Romanians that were in Romania, Bucharest, in the 80s, 90s, because that's when they were saying this was constructed. And I'm going to say that's absolute BS. This structure, this massive structure, the heaviest in the world, was always there. So how did it get by? How did they hide it for so long and come up with this story? Like, wait till you see what I have to show you. It's unbelievable. So I'm looking forward to coming back tonight. Wow. So Morella, you are the prize right now. You are from Bucharest. So I need to know the dynamics of the nation. I know about the dictator that supposedly ordered this to be constructed. So what kind of rule was going on within that those 2 decades, the late 80s, well, the mid 80s to the late 90s. Because I'm convinced from my research that this structure was always there. And I don't believe that they constructed anything, especially given that there's no evidence of it. I can't believe it. So this is amazing. We need to talk to Morella, who is from Bucharest. Yep, DJ New Moon is here. Oh my God, we should end off the video with your track again. It's epic. I did play it in my car. I was jamming out to it. It was sweet. That's beautiful, Jackie K. Thank you for that. Love Butterfly says, my neighbor is Romanian. I will speak with her today and will inform you. So yeah, I'm definitely doing a serious investigation onto the Palace of Parliament building in Bucharest. Something's not adding up with this structure. So we'll be back later on to go over it. That's going to be it. We've reached the hour. Let me know how you want me to proceed with this channel. I know I've done a lot of changes. I had to do something. Something's not making sense with my channel. I'm getting completely screwed over. I'm not here to complain. I've done enough of that. But I appreciate the new members. You know, I'm making changes. So things are, yeah, just let me know how you think things should be, if I should be changing this, changing that. I'm looking for some feedback and your input. We also have lots of tunnels into our mountains in Romania. Yeah, I'm telling you that these angels here constructed these images. Palace of Parliament, unbelievable. Definitely worth looking into. The only construction picture I could find is this picture, Morella. Look at it, it's massive. It's a symbol of power in Romania, and it is a reminder of the communist era. So I'm guessing the story is because it was a communist rule for all that time, no one was allowed to go near that area. Is that how they had it? That's the only thing I could think of, is enforcing a communist rule and keeping people away from the zone where they were supposed to be constructing, but they were digging out and preparing for this new rule from this structure. Wow, 6,500 videos. That's too much work, Timber Traveler. I'm on those platforms too, but they just don't seem to work for me as much as the main ones do. But yeah, it's not a good time to be sharing truth, especially biblical cosmology, Bible prophecy. It's amazing to know and be a part of it, but in a world that Jesus warned us of, that will hate us for the very reasons they hated him. It's insane what we're going through. Biblical times. Yes, it was constructed during those times. Legends says many workers died there and are buried into this building. Nobody retrieved their bodies. I think, wow. So was that, but how come there's no pictures or videos, Morella? I know what the story says. So now I was already suspicious that if they so they said they used the military to help construct it. They said they used prisoners from the prisons. They forced people out there. Like there was some kind of, but the building is too skilled to get military people that don't have the skill to construct and do the details of the fine artwork inside doesn't add up. And now you're telling me that many workers died because they were murdered there to keep the secret, right? Because the workers obviously knew they weren't building anything, that they were just removing dirt and digging this building out of mud. And that's what my theory is from the 1800s. All the workers that dug the buildings out of mud were murdered so they couldn't pass on the story of the truth to keep it hidden. It is fascinating, these buildings. Yeah, the issue is sharing the videos is now not possible. They won't see unless a member. I went to share last night on a page talking about this stuff. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not saying it's going to stay like this forever, but I have to do something different to try and wean out the trolls, wean out fake people, the spies, I'm really feeling the spiritual warfare, the attacks. It's the demonic entities trying to do something. Thank you, Timber Traveler. Yes, Las Lajas Cathedral is my favorite. I discovered that like 5 years ago and it just blew me away. So that's another one, the number one. I just brought that up last week as well. Incredible cathedral in the most impossible place. Jackie says, how do we become members? So let me go see the channel. So I think on the tabs up here, I'm not sure if that shows for everyone. If you click on membership, it shows all the I added pretty much my whole collection to members only just to see what happens with the channel. Hopefully it changes something because obviously what I'm doing is not working. So I had to do something. So I'm not sure if it's gonna, so I click on a video. Join. So there's going to be a join button. I think that's going to be it. No, of course not. Jesus came after the flood. I've said that many times. Yeah, we're all having such rough times. My times are getting really rough now. It's so bad, and I'm been struggling to find work because of who I am in this country. I'm a known freedom fighter that challenged and goes up against the government. So one quick Google search of my name by any company, by any employer, they'll see that, oh, I'm one of the leaders of the resistance. I'm anti-jab, I'm anti-mask, I'm anti-LGBT. I'm banned from that community. I live in Toronto. I'm in a province where the LGBT rule this country. So yeah, finding work and trying to get legitimate anything, being the person that I am, being as known as I am, the stories written about me. I'm on Ontario hate pages, my pictures everywhere, my name's everywhere. It's yeah, it's very tough. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, let's go end off with some music. The legend DJ New Moon. Let me just make sure I don't make that mistake of playing it without sound. So when I change the windows like that, it's because when I can flip through the windows, it doesn't share the audio. And then when I flip it back and just share one window, then it shares the audio with that. So I got to keep that in mind.
This is your brain when you're struggling to.
Space is fake. Space is fake. Earth is flat, don't you know? Firmament above, where heavens glow. God is watching from high above. The third heaven filled with love. The truth unveiled, that's it, God, the faithful hail. Space is fake. 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 Space is fake.
clock is ticking on the
Sorry, it's too good.
Living with diabetes?
Yeah, you guys can. I'm gonna stick around, let it play another time. Frig, I wish it never ended. Song is awesome, man. This song and Mr. Cheswick's "Trust Me, Bro" in that video, those two. Yeah.
Space is fake. Space is fake. Earth is life, broken low. Firmament above, where heavens glow. God is watching from high above. In the third heaven, filled with love. Truth unveiled, dance with God, the faithful hail. Space is fake. 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 Space is fake.
We are live from Crusaders headquarters. I am King Nico, and if you are watching and listening to this stream, you are the resistance.
You are the resistance. You are the resistance.
You are